And now let the games begin!
Now to this video game, so horrifying it has been banned in Great Britain.
I'm hearing more and more people say the level of violence on video games is really shaping young people's thoughts.
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
Oh, there we go. Good evening. So yes, hope you enjoyed that. Where have I gone? None of those games are in tonight's video, so or live stream, whatever we're doing. So you might be epically disappointed with what's coming up tonight. Who's here? Josh is here. Almost Friday. Yes, 3 hours till Friday. Monique's here. Good evening. Happy Thursday, indeed. Movie fan. Good evening. Echo's here. He knows a good video game. So he's going to be disappointed as well. This is going to be a very disappointing night. Yes, scary. Some of those games, there's some good jump scares in it. It's only 1 minute 54. Michael Myers is here. Oh, he's scared already. Look at that. Disappointed? Never. Well, I doubt you'll be paying any money for these games. So let's give you an example. So we'll start off tonight with... Let me bring up my text. It's a 1981 survival horror game. We'll get into the meat of it after you see it. Here we go. Cushions at the ready and hide behind the sofa. It's the 3D Monster Maze on the ZX81. Doesn't have any sound. Uh-oh, footsteps. The dinosaurs see you, so let's rock. Don't get scared now. Very much strong. But yes, we're doing all right. Oh, for sure. Oh, if you want to see mess with your eyes, you wait till later. There you go. We're done. You're done. So, what do we think? That was 1981 survival horror game. It says survival, but yeah, it's a maze. By Malcolm Evans and published by J.K. Gray Software for the ZX81. But it was quite clever. It's very intense. Rendered using low-resolution character block graphics. It was one of the first 3D games for the home computer. And one of the first games incorporating typical elements of the genre that would be later termed survival horror. That was something not 3D looking to me. Hey, for 45 years ago, that was the bee's knees. So yes, 3D Monster Maze puts the player in the maze with one exit and a hostile monster, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. There, the player must traverse the maze from a first-person perspective and escape through the exit without being eaten. Sounds easy, doesn't it? All right. I guess none of you are going to play that. Let's get one you might know. Or two you might know. So, let's have a look. What's the next one? It's not a very convincing dinosaur, but it was a independent release. But Alien, of course, for the Commodore 64, no less. Hopefully I put the pictures in a row. Not a strong concept. Let's see what this one looks like. Don't get scared now. But yeah, it starts with a quote, always a good sign. Oh, hang on, this one has a sound actually. Yeah, it's 2 Alien games in this one. One for the 64, which came out later than the next one. So. It's gone. That's This is the 1984 strategy adventure game based on the 1979 film, so you get to play as one of the Lambert's upset. Ash is not happy. So, what are we going to go for? The old video game music. Yes. Whoa! All right, we're away. Let's go. All right, we're off again. Whoop. Okay, Alien, but that is the game basically. It's a maze game again. There's no warnings. I didn't know that was happening, but sorry, there's going to be some jump scares myself. Right, so that was Alien, the adventure game, developed by Concept Software and published by Argus Press Software for the Commodore 64 and ZX Spectrum. That was the Commodore 64 version. Yeah, that was the Xenomorph sat down watching Alien on TV. Yeah, that's weird. He's just sitting there going, yeah, I'm cool. But it was later ported to the Amstrad CPC in 1985. All right, so obviously that's not my cup of tea. So there will be a lot of flashing lights and sounds in this randomly. So here we go. Alien from the Commodore 64 to Alien on the Atari. And then Josh might buy this one because he's just got E.T. Alien, that's Ripley, I believe. This is the 1982 maze game for the Atari 2600. Not just Pac-Man. See, where did the character disappear to then? Pac-Morph, exactly. Pac-Man ripoff. I don't see Pac-Man in this. This is a ripoff. Oh, wait. What's going on? It is not just Pac-Man, as we'll find out in a second. It's also Frogger. Don't do it! Yay! There we go. There you go. That's the Alien for the Atari. Oh dear. So what do you expect from 1982? The game has a player controller human moving through the hallways of a spaceship, avoiding the adult alien and destroying the small alien eggs. You see, those sounds would drive me insane. Yeah, that's just over and over and over again. Wasn't Pac-Man not copyrighted or something? There must have been like 30 blatant ripoffs. That does sound true. Everyone did a Pac-Man. Oh, Sean's here. Hello. And Stacy. I admire his purity. Yes. Another game. The Xenomorph. All right. That's not your cup of tea. Hey, there's Jeff. Was there a free Jack game? I don't think so. Yeah. Emilio, is there a game? Right. So obviously that's not your level. Let's have what about an interactive fiction game? Let's see if that's more your level. I'm talking, of course, about cue it, The Castle of Terror. Now, this one will shit your pants. Thanks about that. Not any of that. No. more fun. It's an adventure game that takes an hour to draw, and it costs. The Doctor Giggles game, yeah, but we've done that. I shall ask my mate Brian Newson to examine code count. I can get a book for this. Good old Thomas is right. Although this it is. The count has got a xenomorph on his chest. So yes, get on with it. That's it. Did they make this on paint? Probably, yes. Well, before that. Right, so let me see this twitching. Yep, I see it. I think she's breathing, but yeah. There we go. Yeah, so that is an adventure game. Never a big fan of those. So that was Castle of Terror, an interactive fiction game with graphics released for the Commodore 64 and ZX Spectrum by Melbourne House in 1984. The player is given a quest by an old man at a local tavern to rescue his daughter from the clutches of the local count. I said count. A vampire who resides in a nearby castle. Thank you, Miles. Leisure Suit Larry, yes, as a horror game. Well, there is a Sierra game coming up before they were Sierra. Throughout the game, the player gathers items which then can be manipulated to solve various puzzles. The text-based interface, coupled with a visual display of the player's location, is similar in style to the Commodore 64 version of The Hobbit. Manic Mansion. I don't know if I played that. Alien 3 on the Sega Mega Drive was good, yes. We're doing 80s games, though. Otherwise, 90s games next year, I promise you. If we're still doing this next year. Right. So this is the Castle of Terror. I've got a lightning effect here, have I? No. It's Castlevania, of course. Actually, half decent game. This is 1986 on the NES in 87. Bit of Vania. Actually, I didn't put Aliens or Predator on this list because I think I want life by the horror. There you go. Oh no, I thought you'd won. Look at the old vampire from Return to Salem's Lot. There's a lot of vampires in this list. These are the sequels in the selection. Here we go. So there we go. That was the first. Someone put the sequel in the wrong place. Right. But let's have a look. There's a long bit of thing about this. 1986 platform game developed and published by Konami. It was released in Japan on the Famicom Disk System in September 1986 before being ported in cartridge format and released in North America for the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1997 and Europe in 1988. It was also reissued for the Family Computer cartridge format in 1993. It is the first installment of the Castlevania series. But players control Simon Belmont, a descendant of the legendary vampire hunter, who enters the castle of Count Dracula to destroy him when he suddenly reappears 100 years after Simon's ancestor vanquished him. Castlevania was developed in tandem with the MSX2 game Vampire Killer, which was released a month later and uses the same characters and setting, but features different gameplay mechanics. Also followed by the sequel, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, and prequel Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, both of which were released on the NES. Super Castlevania 4 was released in 1991 for the Super NES and follows the same story. So yes. Oh, Simon's is the weakest of the trilogy from theirs. And what does it say? Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse was the hardest. Yes, I don't know why I never played this. Probably because I didn't have a NES. Yeah, whips are really shit as a weapon, so there. So there's Dracula's Curse. And then there's the Game Boy version. Actually, Ghouls and Ghosts didn't actually appear on any list. There you go. Someone put the picture the wrong around. So let's have a look. Yeah, make sure I get everything. Whip is called Vampire Killer. It's cool. There you go. Those blokes never knew vampires. That's exactly. But there we go. So I think that isn't there an anime or something on Netflix or TV show? Would make an awesome film though, but then they'd be all CGI. Oh, I don't have a nest. That's probably why exactly. I don't think it was on anything else apart from the Nintendo. So what's next? Oh, Chiller. You'll like this one. Chiller. Dun, 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 dun. I have played this. This is a shooting game. Yeah. This is a bit flashy and gory. What's up, PlayStation? Oh, see the spoiler. And the back, and the back, and the back. Say yes. Points for the most murder. Where's the death? Yes, this is Michael Myers' routine. Flesh for Pumpkins on the video game. It's good fun, but it's limited. I think there's only about 4 levels, but that's Chiller. So what do we say about Chiller? A light gun arcade game released in '86 by Ecstasy. An unlicensed port was released for the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1990 by American Game Cartridges in the US and in Australia on the home entertainment suppliers, with the option of either using the standard controller or the NES Zapper. In the game, the player takes on the role of an unseen torturer who must maim, mutilate, and murder restrained non-player characters in a variety of dungeon settings. Few of the NPCs in the game are capable of fighting back, with the challenge element lying on how quickly a player can cause each victim to die. But yes. Imagine playing Chiller as a kid in the arcade and your parents show up. Yeah, we'll get to one of those. There is an arcade game on the list. Ghosts and Goblins, I loved it. Couldn't get past the fucking first screen, but yeah. Hey, Mike. That is the stuff of nightmares. You turned up just in time. Games like this is why busy mums coalitions exist. Exactly. Splatterhouse, yeah, that is coming up. I'm surprised if this was on Nintendo. Even their Mortal Kombat was watered down. Yeah, I guess it's one of those hacked games. Let me see if I can move that up a bit. But yeah, I think I played it before. I think on the older MAME thing. Yes, modern games are a bit worse. Oh, hang on. Right, Chiller front cover looks so innocent. Yes, exactly. When they did a remake of Splatterhouse, they had set it up where you can unlock the old games to play as a bonus. Oh, that's nice. Elm Street game is my favorite. I played that a couple of times. It's not good. It's a jumping game, so I'm rubbish at it. And then it's not on this list because it came out in 1990. So there you go. Just playing the remake to unlock the old games. There you go. I did play Splatterhouse in the arcade, probably before I even saw a Friday the 13th film. There we go. Yes, pretty much murder. Full. So what's this? Hang on. What is this? It's just the only picture I could find apparently for Creature Venture. It's called. I have to look it up. But let's see what this one's like. Oh yes. I don't know. What's he doing? Is he playing? Throw a ball. There is an elf throwing stuff over the wall. Go crack. What? Ted Bundy could have been a good game designer. Oh, we go. Drop batteries. This is why I don't do adventure games. I could not spend hours just typing commands, getting nowhere. So I can't stab something. Stab it. Kill Elf. Oh, there you go. That was easy. House of the Dead. I love House of the Dead. Yes, played that loads. Wasted so much money. Not even any sound on this one. Try another direction. Yeah, I can't. Josh can't spend hours. There we go. That was fun, wasn't it? So that, yeah. What's it say about that? It's a video game for the Apple II, published by Highlands Computer Services in 1980. Creature Adventure is a game where the player must discover the buried treasure of the haunted Stashback Mountain. Creature Adventure was among the first games that utilized animation as part of the adventure. Yes, it does look super crap, but 1980, that was the Resident Evil of its time. Oh, Jeff doesn't like that one. Okay. There was a video game based on Halloween back in the 80s. Yes, you are correct. And will be coming up soon. Right. See if you see what's next. Don't go alone. Some of these made an effort. So this was from 1989. So just I made. Played for 5 minutes, got stuck, and then gave up. But after spending pocket money on this person. Oh, these maps never work. I have no idea where this person's going. Well, yes, we'll speak about Halloween in a minute. Yes, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They are both in this list. But oh, there is a map at the top. Oh, there he is. There's the guy in the hood. Oh. What the hell's going? The hood hisses and Frank shakes. Oxyacid. The hood dies in a horrible agony. There we go. We won. So it's a point and click, by the way. This one looks annoying. I can't win. Oh, Josh says it looks fun. I don't know if he's taking the piss. Zoe is scarier than the concept. Yes. Hope Ghostbusters on the NES is on here. Oh, I did forget about that. It wasn't on any lists I found. Plus, I do find that super annoying. It's Michael Berman. Yes. So what can we say about that? That Don't Go Alone is a role-playing video game for MS-DOS, published in 1989 by Accolade. Players search the 10 levels of an old monster-filled house to find and kill the evil Ancient One. There we go. Done. All right, so he's going to appear a lot in this list. We've already had him once. So let's have some Draculia. I have not played I Have No Mouth, and I Must Scream. No, but there we go. This is Dracula for the Intellivision system. Paperboy with the vampires. Catch him, catch him, catch him. Oh, you got him. So I don't know if he's allowed to go in the houses. Surely he's not invited. Maybe don't pay again. You wish. This only has 6 colors. This hours of fun, as you can imagine. He's a dog, but he does look pretty cool for a Dracula. Looks alright, yeah. Uh-oh. The Hounds of Hell. Is he moonwalking now? What happened there? I tried to use the best sections of them. But yeah, I should imagine it is fun. Yes, Stacey's correct. So that was... Well, there's a little bit of text for this one. Not puddles. Yeah, I don't know if they do any damage. Oh, better than the 92 movie? Heathen. It's a 1983 game by Imagic. For the television, in the game, the player controls Dracula, who must attack his victims at night before sunrise and return to his coffin. Along the way, he must avoid enemies such as vultures, wolves, and the police. But yeah, Dracula can be played as a single-player game or 2 players taking turns. In the single-player game, the player takes on the role of Dracula as he attempts to bite an allotted amount of victims, such as joggers and other neighbors, to maintain his strength between midnight and 6 a.m. Dracula is moved by the disc controller. The player must avoid obstacles such as wolves. Dracula has the power to turn police officers into zombies and attack other police. Now, remake that now, we're golden. Yeah, the picture you get of the pound shop vampire costume, that is true. He does look, I thought it was like a child, but I guess not. So that's, Dracula from 83. Now, we'll get Dracula from 1986, if I did this correctly. Yeah, where's that kid now? I'm assuming it's a kid. So, yes, Dracula, a stunning, I think it's a masterpiece of Gothic terror. It's an adventure game. I wait your command. Examine eyes. Look at this. I examine eyes, and then you get pages of text. Look at this. Oh God, no! Who is it? So it's the vampire brides. They hiss hysterically and reach for me, pressing any key. Dare you press a key? Yeah, Nosferatu. It's on the cover, but yeah, he will be appearing later. Whoa. Too sexy for this game. It's a book, yes. There's a lot of reading. I guess it's to keep you entertained. As you can see, this is what happened. Can't do anything. Fantastic. So yeah, that I had to cut it short because it was still going. But yes, it's Nosferatu. I think it was fair game by them. Oh, sorry, Josh. Everyone cuddle Josh. He's scared. Right, but I didn't read about that one. So yes, that was Dracula, text adventure game by CRL, released in 1986 for the Commodore 64, Amstrad CPC, and ZX Spectrum home computers. The game is based on the novel Dracula by Bram Stoker, so it seems a bit fair that it steals Nosferatu's picture. It was the first video game to be rated by the BBFC. The game received a 15 certificate in the UK. Definitely a 10 pinter. That's a lot of money these days. Nosferatu is better. Yes, we'll see about Nosferatu in a minute. So that's Dracula. What's next? Ooh, right. Fans of horror. It's The Evil Dead, the video game for the Spectrum of no less. Oh no, the Commodore, sorry, and Spectrum. I played this, it's not good. I didn't find a Blackula game. I don't know which is the main character. No, you don't need it, Josh. It's probably 10 pence, but yeah, wanky sound is correct. See that there's a cloud? I don't know if that's supposed to be this. Legs? Mike doesn't know shit. So I guess that's Ash. So things randomly appear, but you don't seem to hold them. You don't know you've got them, and you can just. Teacher warning. I should have apologized for that. But there you go. That is the Evil Dead game. I think that was the Commodore. Ooh. Josh, what the fuck? Up there for 4 hours, yes. Oh, Mike had this, so yeah, that is So The Evil Dead is an adventure game based on Palex Picture, produced by, sorry, can't read, sorry, for the Commodore 64, BBC Micro, and ZX Spectrum, based on the 1981 horror film of the same name. It was the first officially licensed Evil Dead game. The ZX Spectrum version was never released on its own and eventually appeared on the B-side of Cauldron. Bloody hell. Yeah, that was supposed to resemble Evil Dead. Yeah, did you not know that from this look? The game is set in the cabin from Evil Dead film. The player controls Ash and must close cabin windows to prevent monsters from entering, while also killing the monsters that are already in the cabin. So, as the player defeats monsters with various weapons, shovels, shotguns, and axes, Ash's energy levels decreases. Ash must continuously pick up new weapons in order to increase his energy. Once he defeated all the monsters, Ash must obtain the Book of the Dead and destroy it in order to defeat the evil. But yes, Pitfall movie, yes. Crappy sound design, oh dear. And that was the Commodore, which had the great sound chip. Based on the horror classic you can't get anymore. Exactly. Linda can't walk. Oh, Josh, do not get on eBay. None of these are worth it. But yeah, poster's all right. They made an effort with that. So that was Evil. So from one film franchise to another with 2 films. I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky. Well, the 4K of Evil Dead is really good. Is it 4x3 or whatever is it? So yes, Friday the 13th. Now, if you would explain what's going on here, I'd be very appreciated. It gets pretty annoying when it changes the sound. Ooh. Shout if you see Myers. Oh no, I don't think Myers. I'm always singing like Myers. Oh, here we go. I'm guessing the man in black was supposed to be Jason. Jason, yes, I did. I was going to say Michael Myers. Got him on the brain. But that was the Friday the 13th, the computer game, is the first game adaptation based on the films of the same name. Released in 1986 by Domac for the Amstrad CPC, Commodore 64, and the ZX Spectrum. The game was released on floppy diskette and cassette tape. The player's goal is to find and kill Jason while making sure their friends or they themselves are not killed by Jason. Yes, that was good, wasn't it? So yes, I must have keep a lot of these old games on mute because the music is beyond awful. I'm trying to think because the Spectrum wasn't great for sounds. Yes, Jason barely used an axe. There we go. Freddy games where you can be Jason or Michael Myers. Oh, that yeah. Get the trilogy of horror characters together. At least we didn't get part 5 game. Yeah, at least they went with part 4 here. Oh, Evil Dead was banned, yes, at the home computers. Sorry. Yeah, it's odd that there's a video game of a film that was banned in the UK. Fletcher's here. Music is better than anything Corey Feldman knocks out. This, there is a new Halloween game, but it won't compete with the one we've got coming up. Let's see what's next. So it's more Friday the 13th. So what is this? This is the NES version, which is just as annoying, but it's got better music and a better looking Jason at least. John's happy. Wait, this one's got a clip of actual Mrs. Morgan. So what is she chucking? Dip, duck, dodge, dip, and dodge. Yeah. It's probably a gorgeous game to own, but not play. Yeah, the map is a nightmare. The controls are yeah, purple spandex. I guess he stands out at least. Oh, they made a Halloween game. Oh yes, in the old style, wasn't it? Yeah. Come on. Oh shit. Yeah, if you played the game that was about 5 minutes ago. Oh, there she is. There's Mama's Vorties. Play that version. Xbox version. I don't know what's going on. Oh, nice. That sounds good, Echo. I'll have to look that up. But yes, there's the other Friday the 13th by Atlas and published by LJN for the Nintendo Entertainment System based on the horror franchise of the same name. Players control counselors at Campus Lake as they attempt to defeat Jason Voorhees. The game received generally negative reviews, with criticism centered on its high difficulty and poor gameplay. Oh, poor Jason killed his spirit. Yeah, he was a bit done for. Mother is proud of you. It's mildly amusing, like masturbating with a cheese grater, but mostly painful. But from one franchise to another, here we go again. Oh, it's a ripoff. Everything's a ripoff, isn't it, really? Welcome to Fright Night, the arcade game. Right, I'm trying to make sense of this game as if you watch it. So, as he's mincing around his house, you've got to avoid the obstacles, I guess. Evil. I think that's supposed to be Charlie Brewster. Oh, he's dead. That's I guess it's a bug in the game where you leave the screen, come back. Oh, tits. Amy! Mince night. Is that Amy or is it the mum? Yeah, that walking animation. Elvis Belushi, yes, that's another good one. There's Peter Vincent. And I always win. Oh, no. I was going to do a live stream of this, but then I played it. So there we go. Fright Night, the arcade. It's called the arcade game, but it was never in the arcade. It was published by British software company Microdeal for the Amiga. It is based on the American comedy horror film Fright Night. Not a good likeness of Sarandon, no. But until he comes on the channel, doesn't matter. The game puts you in control of Jerry Dandridge, who must explore the rooms of a mansion searching for victims to feed on. The objective is to dispose of all the mansion inhabitants whilst avoiding all the crucifixes that are thrown at the player. Once the victims have been deprived of the blood, the next level will become accessible. A coffin can be used as a regeneration spot once the player runs low on health. Although it must be reached before dawn, which ultimately results in game over. Blood that is noxious to the player must be avoided too, as it can bring him to the same fate. Amy is undercover. Yes, Amy. Yeah, why you got a vampire game and you're not playing as Charlie or Peter? I demand a refund, sir. But I love that post. I got. Where is it? I got this for Josh when I remember the old X-Rental VHS. I don't know. It's a red box with its RCA warnings everywhere. So there you go, Fright Night. I might be generous, but we'll see. Right. Don't worry, Josh. Aliens arcade game. I hope that, yeah. I didn't put Aliens on the list because I don't consider it. It's an action more than horror, so I had enough of time trying to find all these clips. Amy could have had the vamps by rubbing burgers in the faces. Exactly. It's so cool, Brewster. Return of the Living Dead Part 2, which I think came out afterwards. I think this is 87. So yes, I think Fright Night was 85, wasn't it? Game over, man. Game over. which is also true. Sorry about that. No aliens. Just fiddle with this while I look like I'm busy. Right. So that was Fright Night. So what's next on the list? Oh, brace yourselves for some spooky goings on. It's what's it called? Ghost House for the Master System. Actually, I don't know. I don't think there was a return. It was like the board game, isn't it? But yeah, not gonna. Say that. Funky music, right, boy. Ah, they're making it. It's got a cool cover. I will give it that. Yeah, they go count. Oh, like yes, is that the count? It's more Sesame Street than anything, isn't it? But that was Ghost House, a side-scrolling platform game developed and published by Sega for the Master System in 1986. Ghost House is loosely based on Sega's 1982 arcade video game Monster Bash. That game was originally released in the Sega card format and then re-released on cartridge. Red monster at the bottom is on something. Oh yes, it's a lot of stuff going on. But that's 12-year-old me would have loved that. Get your damn my foot record now. Pixie sticks and play that game. Let's go. So I don't know if you want to see this next one. Do you want to see this? The game where he comes home. Now a video game. I do not have Ghost Dad on VHS. I would have it if I could get it for free. That's certainly better than. Wow, no, it's probably not better than Leonard Part 6. Right, go on, and I'll let you see it for the Atari. Don't hate me. Yeah, Myers hates Halloween. All right, yay. There he goes. Crap! How it stops the music just because you. I guess it only turns up when he's on the screen with you. How am I supposed to dance to this? The night he comes home to eat all your pizza. Yeah, the theme plays non-stop if you're rubbish at the game. Because look, we're winning. What the hell's going on? Is that the lights going out, or is that the game crashing? The colours, yes, the colours. Does anyone see my good friend John? Why is that guy breakdancing? Oh, how did Myers get ahead of them? Hey, Rob. I think Myers won. I want this on Atari so much, but ain't paying bloody so good friend. Get the emulator, it's free. But yes, that was we'll get to this now. Ready? Halloween is the horror video game for the Atari 2600, released in October in 1983. By Wizard Video. It is based on the 1978 film of the same name. The game was programmed by Tim Martin. When Gaines by Apollo went bankrupt, Martin and another former employee, Robert Barber, developed Halloween. Although the game is called Halloween and featured the film's theatrical poster as its cover art and the movie's main music theme, the game itself never refers to any characters, including the killer, by that name. Halloween is called. Even Josh is not that singing, but yeah. Oh my God, Laurie Strode. Which one was Laurie? I don't know. It's probably more. It's Rare Rockin' or shit. Yeah. Good luck trying to get that and pay. I'd have to find it at a shop somewhere, but yeah, charity shop for £1. But yeah. And the Sears, and the Sears Video Arcade, it says the shape. He pretty much was a shape in that one, wasn't he? But I'm not sure what to make of this. Hang on, let me pause that before it changes. This is Haunted Castle. Revamp an old game with this something hit, I think it says. So this is Haunted Castle from 1987. It might look familiar. Looks rude. Yeah, I was hoping it'd be obviously no idea what they were doing. Reflex, yes, I got that. What the fuck is it? Oh, that's it. I don't know what happened there. Oh, it's sneaky. Sneaky thing. That's a sneaky thing. Good looking burger. Calculus. The bullet is definitely. This is the big final boss. Giving the head. That was an easy win. But yeah, not what you expect from that cover. I had to double check because it's got the pictures in the bottom right hand corner. So, but yeah, you don't get that picture and that game. Do not go together. Got the quality of this compared to some of other filth. Yeah, this is made around the same time as some of the other filth. 1987, published by Konami. For arcades, it's the second arcade game in the Castlevania franchise, following the Versus Castlevania, an arcade port of the original 1986 NES game released in North America. Unlike the previous title in the franchise, Haunted Castle is not a direct port of an existing console game, but a newly developed arcade game running on the custom Jammer-based board. The game has a player controlling Simon Belmont, who embarks on a journey to save his wife, Selena, from the clutches of Dracula. Yeah, why is Rambo in it? Before, I guess, yeah, Rambo had been out, so they must have known something. Right. It's quite terrifying there. Sorry if you got scared by that. If you got scared by that, then we should be all right with this 1982 game then, which is called, get on with it, Haunted House. So good, it's got 9 games: bats, ghosts, tarantulas, and etc. I don't know which one this is, but no one say Pac-Man, because it's not. It's like a fuzzy wuzzy. As good as that ET game. What's going on? Anyone? A flying brown blue monster. Yes, avoid. Looks like a turd. Is that poop? White bat then crud, yeah. Obviously people spotted what it is. Back turd. There you go, let's get rid of that. I don't know what game that was. I put in Haunted House for the Atari and that's what I got. So that was well, it says it's an adventure game, but the controller plays an avatar shaped like a pair of eyes who explores the mansion, seeking out parts of an urn to return to the entrance. The game world is populated by roaming enemies, including vampire bats, tarantulas, and a ghost. Haunted House was among the first games to use player-controlled scrolling between large portions of a visual space. All right. Obviously, not your cup of tea. So, what about some giant insects? Because this is, what's it called? You never get it right. It Came from the Desert from 1989. Let's see what that's like. Atomic enhanced insect. Now, I don't know if you're insect or the tank. And there's no I don't know whether. See, the player doesn't doing anything. I guess. Oh, it's him. I thought it was a fly. Man, fucking grenade. Didn't spot that now. Starship Troopers, pretty much, yeah. Oh, damn, that's pretty awesome soundtrack, isn't it? Bugs be gone. It's Kari and Warrior. Just tiny. That was not the cover, yeah. Laurie Strode, was it? Yeah, it must be a type of strategy game. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh dear, it's not a good drawing, is it? So yes, that was It Came from the Desert, not dessert. A 1989 action-adventure game by Cinemaware. It was originally released for the Amiga and later ported to MS-DOS, as well as released in distinctly different forms to consoles. The TurboGrafx-16 release is distinctly different from the computer versions in terms of gameplay and presentation. Slow the game. Yeah, they got the sound down to a T for that one, didn't they? The game is inspired by dozens of 1950s movies, especially the 1954 mutant ant classic Them, with the title referencing the 1953 film It Came from Outer Space. The game is a non-linear combination of dialogue boxes and several types of action scenes, typical of contemporary Cinemaware releases. There you go. Ramon knows, more like them, exactly. Right. Oh, it's a bit of Naughty Jack now. We love a bit of Naughty Jack. So yes, we got the Hoff facing off with Jack the Ripper in a couple next week. I think it's next Tuesday. Yes, the Hoff and Jack the Ripper next Tuesday. And now we get to find out who Jack the Ripper is in this. The game is 13 quid. There you go. It's my level. I heard a scream from far above, and I saw a black robe descending from the rock above. Hang on. Who wrote this? I seized the rope and began to climb. I do not know what a bonk's adventure is. Sounds good. Right. Oh, hang on. We're still going. The nose and the ears had been ripped away. The skin was cut to ribbons. Only the eyes, clear and untouched, stared mutely out from where had once been human countenance. Josh will buy it, yeah. It's only 14 quid or 30 quid. Yes, Bonk's Adventure sounds fun. I think, yeah, this is the game. I don't know what's happening because this is the game in real time. So, and it cuts to this. That was it. That's Jack the Ripper game. That was the best bit I could find. Yeah, poetry, just like Star Wars. So it's a text adventure game designed by St. Bride's School and released by CRL in 1987 for the Commodore 64, Amstrad CPC, and ZX Spectrum. The game is based on the notorious Jack the Ripper murders of the 1880s in London. A murderer is roaming the east end of London, and the police suspect you of being responsible. The player must clear his name by exposing the real culprit. But yes, that's exactly it. Reanimator. Right, let's go on with this next one, because another one that makes no bloody sense is, what's it called? Last Half of Darkness. I think there's been remakes and stuff. It says 1990 there, but I think it's earlier than that. And you have a poster. That's your wrong, Ramon. I think the best parts of the game is usually the final boss. But I'm not playing these, otherwise it'd be all night. Just on the first level. So there you go. This one's point and click. Forever and ever and ever. All right, do something. I think it was 89 in my list. Yes. I think it took a while. Mary had it. What is happening here? You can't take that. What's he clicking on? Go. Ah! Would you like to play again? There you go. See? Shining twins. No, these were blonde. Michael Myers. So yes, point and click adventure horror game franchise that began in 1989 with the DOS early horror adventure video game Last Half of Darkness, developed by Soft Lab Laboratories. White Chicks, Beyonce, Essex, the game. Oh, it does look like, yes, the Wine Brothers. White Chicks, yes. But, all right, let's calm down. Yeah, calm down. So this is the Lurking Horror. So I hope you're prepared for this one. Interactive fiction for the MS-DOS 2.0. Check this out. Two rods are opposite side of the room. As your brother's hanging from the room. Oh no! No! Damn it! You should never come here, Ben. But uh-oh. No! Sob. The tall man. Exactly. It is ripping off Phantasm. You attempt to pull the trigger, but find the gun to seize soil. No! And that's the end of the game, apparently. Music is... Yeah, that was good music, wasn't it? Yes. So that was the Lurking Horror, interactive fiction game released by Infocom in '87. The game was written by Dave Lebling and inspired by the horror fiction writings of H.P. Lovecraft. So, not Phantasm. There's no... yes, boy. The original release was MS-DOS, Apple II, Atari ST, Atari 8-bit computers, and Commodore 64. Let's have some fun, and it's time for a party. A monster party. Da-da-da-dum. And a lawsuit. It's something like London, Australia, yes. Full cover that, yes. So then you get this. Up. My lights popped. It's the boss. I will suck your blood. Now, is it a griffin? A Zuzu? What is that? Yeah, I've never even heard of this one. Somebody said it's some sort of squad. Ah! What's my Monster Squad badge? That's gonna be our energy drinks. Different meanings now. And I think the spider's blowing kisses. Oh, in the head. Haunted umbrellas, exactly. And we're done. But yes, that is Monster Party. A platform game for the NES released in North America in 1989 by Bandai. It was and remains a relatively obscure game for the console, having a small following among some players. The game both plays homage and parodies horror pop culture, alternatively featuring enemies and locations based on classic horror icons and parodic reinterpretations. Oh, sorry, Mars. We haven't even begun. So, to the horror, but the horror. Where are we? Let's crack on and see what we're doing now. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. It's Mystery House from Sierra. So I think this is one of their first games on the cassette. Audrey 2 was in the background. Yeah, I saw that. So, yes, you are in a musty crawl space. Go down. You are in a doorway. That's not the Sierra I was thinking of. There is a dead body here. Damn shame what they did to that dog. What's it say? Wipe algae. The brick wall is supposed there's a loose brick, see? Don't go out and come back in. Take brick. I love my brick. Looks amazing. Are you taking the piss? This feels very BBC computer. Yes, it does. Can't even do angles right. Yeah, that's enough of that. So that's Mystery House. Adventure game released by Online Systems in May 5th, 1980. It was designed, written, and illustrated by Roberta Williams and programmed by Ken Williams for the Apple II. Mystery House is the first graphical adventure game and the first game produced by Online Systems, the company that would evolve into Sierra Online, it is one of the earliest horror video games. Oh no, okay. Extra sketch. Oh, Home Alone. So yes, don't have nightmares. Although you might have some about the quality of the games. Yeah, extra sketches. Graphics. Right, so what's next? Here we go. Ramona like this one. Nosferatu, the Vampire video game. This one actually looks pretty good. I'm not sure how you play it, though. I only find Halloween once and 5,000 quid signed. Who the hell signed it? It's the Kinski one. You actually judge graphics according to time technology. Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. All of these are around the same time and they're varying graphics. No time by Lucas. Huh? Oh, there's mice. I hate those pieces to pieces. Daphne, make the tea. Very Nightlaw, yes. I don't know if this was before. I don't know. Is he just chasing her? Or is he one step away all the time? Because he's not exactly running on this one, is he? He's zigzagging. Oh, that's it. You won. But yes, Nosferatu, the Vampire, is an action game based on the film of the same name and run on the Amstrad CPC, Commodore 64, and ZX Spectrum computers. It was developed by Design and published by Piranha Software in 1986. Yeah, that old two's pretty good. Nick Castle, and more importantly, the game's creator. Bloody hell. So yeah, no wonder it's fucking expensive. Yeah. So that was Nosferatu. And then we get to another good one. My own personal nightmare. With Elvira on the front of this one. Kinski, yes. Right. Let me turn the volume down for this because there is sound, but it's fucking god awful. The local policeman, a friendly, reliable chap. You hear the siren of an approaching emergency vehicle. It's going to happen again, so be prepared. Oh, right. So that is an ambulance. Look in. Yeah. We like god awful sound. Yeah, it is outside the pub. The policeman, ambulance man lies dying on the floor, a smashed ruin of a person. Where's that cheeky cat copper going? No, I don't know what we're thinking. I'm assuming that's not what someone added to the video, but that is the game apparently. Is a horror adventure game developed by and published by Horrorsoft for the Amiga, Atari ST, and MS-DOS in 1989. Yes, inside a foundry. The game focuses on a town where the devil has invaded and the player has 4 days to eliminate all possessed citizens led by a witch and a vampire. They don't normally get along, but and finally purge evil by defeating the devil himself before he can take over. Right, this next one I think they didn't finish the title. Project Fire Start. So we're getting Species, we're getting Alien, we're getting... this is one I think of the... Get ready for a jump scare. Yes, man, nightmare. There he is! He's behind you. Just run past him. I'm a Firestarter. Project Firestarter. Very Species, yes. Us. I don't know what's happening now. Does anyone know? So somehow you're already saying that, Michael Myers, because he is black. So this is the end of the game. Gummy worm with Joggy. Yeah, it's like. So you just have to get to the. There you go. Da, 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 da. There we go. That was it. That was the ending of the game. If you wanted to know what it ended. Well, this one's got a long writing list, right? Project Firestar is a cinematic survival horror game for the Commodore 64 computer system. It was designed by Jeff Tufnell and Damon Sly and published by Electronic Arts in 1989. Taking place in the 21st century, the game follows a government agent dispatched to a research station in orbit around Saturn's moon Titan. To learn why the scientists abruptly cut off communication with Earth, the game has been cited by various gaming journalists and writers as one of the earliest, if not the first, survival horror games, pioneering many conventions, including limited ammunition, an emphasis on escaping enemies, and puzzle solving over combat, solving a central mystery and multiple endings. Yes, it's cinematic. You didn't know that, did you? But all right. Obviously, too much high level for you people. Let's get back down to the lowest common denominator. Splatterhouse, of course. Not Jason. So this is the final boss, as I've never seen it or been close to it. Yeah, like a sailing game for sci-fi, but there's supposed to be a survival horror, but I concluded it over aliens. Yes, I played this in the arcade, but this is obviously the. I think this is what. Actually, I think this might be the arcade version. Who knows what's going on? Xena one. I hate Xena one. I never watched Xena or Hercules back in the day. That's my thing. Although Xena was attractive. Yeah, it's more like a beat 'em up, exactly. Ready? And we're done on that one. So that was Splatterhouse. Jason, think he's guess. Splatterhouse is a 1988 beat-em-up video game developed and published by Namco for Japanese arcades. It was the first series of games released for the home console and personal computer formats. Marketing for the game heavily emphasized its violent nature. For example, the TurboGrafx 16 port of Splatterhouse has a faux parental advisory warning printed on the front of the box. Reads, the horrifying theme of this game may be inappropriate for young children and cowards. Yeah, there it is. But if you have one Splatterhouse, yeah, that I like Splatterhouse. I can never play it because it's a jumping game in parts. But then we get the Wanpaku Graffiti version, which is a parody, apparently. Yeah, I think that's the home console cover I could find, but oh, I forgot. Cover your eyes. Yeah, I didn't play the NES. I tried to find the best looking version. 5 more days to Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. It's hypnotic, isn't it? Trippy, that's it. Fun Japanese game. Get epilepsy when I lived in Japan and played it, I bet. Coolest horror game I played, and there's Ghosts and Goblins on there. It's hard as fuck, by the way, yes. I don't know why it didn't appear on any lists I found, but I was going for the more obscure ones. What the fuck is happening? Pumpkin Pong, that's it. And we're done. So that was Splatterhouse Wanpaku Graffiti, a 1989 platform action video game developed by Now Production and published by Namco for the family computer. It was originally released only in Japan. It is the second game in the Splatterhouse series and the first to be released for the home console. The game is a parody of the original Splatterhouse and takes a comical approach to its presentation, featuring super deformed characters, as well as parodies of horror films and other pop culture references related to the genre. Ghouls and ghosts. Yes, ghosts and goblins and ghouls and ghosts, isn't it? Which is which? Oh yeah, House from 1978. Isn't that the Japanese one as well? Right. Let's. Oh, I was gonna say let's get to a good one, but let's. Oh, Shazbut. I clicked the wrong button. Where did we get to? I've done that. Don't we get too far ahead? Do you want to hear the ambulance again? Right. Oh, fuck! I did it as well. There. Right. Sorry. Okay. Sweet Home for the NES. This might be a bit. This might be like House from Japan. Silly Billy's, thank you. My baby. Attack item prey. Run. A child. Pokemon but horror. I don't know what bloody hell this game is. Evil Dead Egg. Yes. But it's not like this is played at fast speed on this. Oh, the game is for so this is the house. Reload makes sense. Yeah, enough of that. Sweet Home Chicago. So, it's a role-playing video game developed and published by Capcom for the Family Computer in 1989. It was developed alongside the horror film of the same name, which tells the story of a team of 5 filmmakers exploring an old mansion in search of their precious frescoes hidden there. As they explore the mysterious mansion, they encounter hostile ghosts and other supernatural enemies. And the 5 main characters, with the limited weapons and health restorative items, are available. The narrative moves forward regardless of whether the characters stay alive and leads to its 5 different endings. So yeah, this is the game. That is it. Right, let's get back on track with one you might know. With Leatherface in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, also from Wizard Games, also from the makers of Halloween on the 2600. Yeah, I don't know what. I love this game. So yes, you are Leatherface. Oh, she's done for. Spoke too soon, Castlevania and Castlevania Dragon's Curse. Yeah, we had Castlevania earlier in the stream. I've got one called Home Sweet Home. There you go. Might be one of those foreign films. Watch out for the what's it called? Wheelchair and cow heads. Dennis Rodman, racist. I think that beep is supposed to be like the flash bulbs, isn't it, from Texas Chainsaw? Right. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a video game for the Atari 2600 based on the film of the same name. The game was released in March 1983 by Wizard Video Games. It was designed and programmed by VSS, a software development company started by Ed Salvo and several other X games by Apollo Pro. Yes, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It does have an Xbox PlayStation game now, doesn't it? The player takes on the role of the movie's chainsaw-wielding villain Leatherface and attempts to murder trespassers while avoiding obstacles such as fences, wheelchairs, and cow skulls. The player controls the murderer with the objective to chase and kill victims. Each victim slain gives the player 1,000 points. The player receives additional fuel every 5,000 points, or 5 victims. A life is lost when the player's chainsaw runs out of gasoline. Gameplay ends when the last tank of gas is consumed. Flat top Smurf face. Another bag of film reduced to a bad game. We're in the home straight. Only a few more. We're only in the T's. So for Transylvania, vocabulary of over 1,000 words. Look at that. It's got pictures though. You will hear a wolf howl in the direction. Oh, man. You're in a dark area forest. A note lies on the. Sabrina's here. Look out! A menacing werewolf. Go south. If only it was like, oh, it's a bloody frog. And a menacing werewolf. You get really hooked on that game. The chaser looked more like a wiener. Yes, it did. Go east. That tricked him. Go north. And the menacing werewolf. Shoot with silver bullet. Yeah, kill werewolf. Oh, you can't. There you go. That was Transylvania. So, it was a long one, this one. Adventure video game published by Penguin Software. It was released on the Apple II in 1982 and followed by ports to the Atari 8-bit computers and Commodore 64. A Mac version was published in 1984. Then versions for the Amiga, Atari ST, and MS-DOS in 85. Transylvania is a game which the player takes on a quest involving rescuing Princess Sabrina. Oh, yeah, someone mentioned that earlier. Me. And must travel countryside where a werewolf, vampire, a prankster, goblin, a witch, and an alien spaceship roam. The game gives the player a time limit. The player receives a note early on which leads Sabrina dies at dawn, and the princess is held in a coffin located in the castle tower. Right, well, we've still got a few to go here. Yeah, let's carry on then. It's getting late. So this is Uninvited. So this is from 1986. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, this one's scary. Keep it up. And push, jump. She just jumped out the window. Of course she did. So far, none of these games is my favorite. Drink this you say. Holy water. Floating pink poop. We won! We win! We win! That's the Uninvited. Flying Shrimp Demon, that's him. Where was that? That was... Where did I get to? Uninvited. 1986 point-and-click adventure game developed by ICOM Simulations and published by Mindscape for the Macintosh as part of the Mac Venture series. The game was ported to Amiga, Atari ST, MS-DOS, Apple IIgs, Commodore 64, and NES. Right, we need some more vampires. Let's have a look. Here we go. It's... Where is it? Here we go. Vampire Killer. Looks familiar. I think it was mentioned earlier. It's a bit of a different ending. Or exactly the same ending. Sort of. Let's do that. Oh, his head's come off. Here, we're into the B's, and we're in alphabetical order. Oh, welcome. Work event, how dare you? Nothing more important on my channel. Harold Murder Club. Don't know that one. I don't know most of these games either, so somehow I missed out a lot. I think we won. Oh, sort of. Yeah, that's the end. Right. So that was Vampire Killer. 1986 platform game published by Konami for the MSX2. It is a parallel version of the original Castlevania, which debuted a month earlier on the Famicom system under the same Japanese title. However, the MSX2 version was localized first in Europe and then published without the Castlevania branding that the franchise would start using abroad in 1987 when the NES version was released in North America, where neither Vampire Killer or the MSX platform were released. Like Castlevania, the player controls the vampire hunter Simon Belmont, who ventures into Dracula's castle armed with a mystical whip inherited from his father in order to slay the evil count. Right. The game looks very Castlevania. There you go. Exactly. So we've got two more. Yeah, there you go. It's not a rip-off. It's the same people made it. So two more, and then we've got... That's it. So this one will give you nightmares, but not for the right reasons. It's a Weird Dreams. It wasn't Leatherface's Wiener. Dawn of the Dead, you say, Michael Myers. Well, we might have you there. Okay. I think I remember this back in the day, seeing it somewhere. I don't remember playing it. Remember, it still plays Castlevania. I remember Weird Dreams. I used to play it on the Get Fresh. I think you are correct, Ian. I think I did read that. Oh, is it Motormouth? It was Motormouth, I think I saw in the trivia. Yes. I don't remember it myself, but, well, maybe that's where I am remembering it from, but Slimer's embarrassing evil brother. It's like... At least it's got good sound. There we go. That's Weird Dreams from 19... No, it doesn't say. Cinematic platform game developed by Rainbird Software, which was published for the Amiga, Atari ST, Commodore 64, and MS-DOS. Versions for the Amstrad CPC and ZX Spectrum were cancelled. Right, got one more, and it's funny people are... Yeah, that is Nightmare Fuel. They weren't kidding around with that one. Salvador Dali, that's him. That's what I was trying to think of. But you said Dawn of the Dead, the video game. Well, I got you covered because it's zombie. So check this out and see if you recognize it. It looks like a shopping mall. And it's got a helicopter. And the guy's got sunglasses. Looks like a Spectre game. I think it might be. Solid ass. Oh, get out of here. You have won. There we go. That was it. That's a good point. It's the first zombie film on this list. But that is... Yeah, I never liked the point-and-click games either. Yeah. Alexandra... I think that is it. So that is Zombie. There's a lot of text about this one. There's an action-adventure video game for the Amstrad CPC. It was published in 1986 as the first game from Ubisoft. Zombie was programmed by Yannick Cadin and S.L. Komelek, with graphics by Patrick Dare and music by Philippe Masserset. A first-person action-adventure was heavily from George A. Romero's film Dawn of the Dead, being set in a Zombieville shopping mall, blocked in by articulated trucks. The player controls 4 protagonists exploring the mall. If a character's health is depleted, he turns into a zombie who then roams the room where they died in. Zombies can be killed either by numerous body shots or a single shot to the head. Characters are named after the creators of the game. There we go. That is it. I think I played Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Yeah, I remember that. You go in the garden and stuff. Yeah, things are going great. I'm only going to get better, doing all right. Yeah, things are only great, and they're only going to get better. There you go. Future so bright, I got to wear shades. Oh dear. I love Cubs too. That sound like a hoot. Exactly. You wanted a Dawn. No, who's it? Fucking which one is it? Dawn of the Dead game. Right. That is it. That is the list. There's probably some I missed. Oh, why is that missing anymore? Where am I? There am I. There we go. Yeah, it's called Zombie 2, but yeah, it must be Dawn of the Dead. Must be one of those get round the license issues that they are so fond of doing. Right. So that's me done. Tomorrow night I'm on Mom and Pop Video Shop. We're discussing trucks, but it's a recording, so you won't see any of it until a couple of weeks. But it's where I did meet the lovely Catherine Mary Stewart for the first time. Yes. But then we're back for the slumber party. Hopefully some of you have got jammies this time. It won't just be me. With Theatre of the Dead, which Theatre of Blood, which I watched earlier. And The Devil Rides Out, or is it The Devil's Bride in America? But yeah, two great classic films there instead of was it Seagal and Dolph? I'll be doing probably doing 90s in 2 halves next year because I ain't got time now. Yeah, I wonder if Flyboy is a dick in the game too. Probably. All right, yes, not going to be able to sleep now. Apologies, I did warn you. It's horror games, not for lightweights. I Have No Mouth But Scream is one of the early 90s. Yeah, I'll have to. I think so many horror games in the 90s. It will have to be 2 halves. Oh, thank you, Ian. Very kind of you. I don't mind not seeing any of tracks. Yeah, well, I saw it for the 3rd time ever this week, and then I got to talk about how wonderful it is. Oh, already in my birthday suit, still watching and waiting. All right, still got 40 hours, but good luck. Manic Mansion must be from the 90s hour. Maximum Overdrive would be a good game, yes. That's, yeah. Now Mike Myers can't sleep. Sleep my Myers. But yes. Where's my book? Yeah. It's over there. Trucktastic, I'm sure. I'll steal that. That's going to be my review. All right. Everyone take care. And let's hope to see you 8 p.m. on Saturday. Or we'll get cozy with some horror stories. All right. And this.
That's it, man. Game over, man.